Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today we're going to discuss on the part B of chapter 1, in which it involves the organization. So we look into the items in the organization. Okay, the learning objective for this topic is going to describe on the organization theory, in which included the structure, the form of organization, and also the principle of organization, in which it will involve with the span of control, delegation, divisionalisation, and decentralization. And we're going to look into the tall structure, the flat structure of organization. So what is organizing process? Okay, all companies, all organizations need a structure. Okay, so everybody knows where to report to and what are the job scope. So everything must be in order. Okay, so it involves planning, it involves the management to control the organization, and all the structure must be very detailed, and then it's easy to understand by the outsider when they look into the company organization. Okay, organizing process means that leads to creation of the structure, define how tasks are divided and resources deployment. Okay, mostly on the human resource. Okay, organization structure. Okay, set of formal tasks. Okay, important is to know the relationship, who is at the top, and then reporting to whom. So it's going to tell you that on the organization chart, and then it's going to ensure that the whole organization will have a very effective coordination across the department. And then organization chart is the visual representation. By looking at the organizational chart, you have the idea like what type of the structure in the organizations. Okay, so these are the example of the organizational chart. Okay, this is a typical one. Okay, so in the organization chart, okay, there's a chain of command, which means that unbroken line of authority. Is it from top to bottom? Okay, so it's the line. Okay, is the way of the command is delivered. Okay, and unity of command, usually when you have unity, you have one supervisor on one top. Okay, and they give the information from top to bottom. And then scalar principle. When you talk about scalar principle, if the line of authority in sometimes it's go horizontally, it could go vertically. Okay, and how the employees are connected with each other. And then authority, when we talk about authority, is the formal and legitimate rights. Okay, the usually the top management or the boss or the supervisor have the authority to give instruction, authority to give direction. Okay, in the organization. Okay, these are the typical organization in which when we talk about chain of command is the flow. Okay, if the chain is from top to bottom. Okay, and we talk of unity of command, there's only one person give the instruction. Okay, and a scalar principle is the line connected to each of the employees. Okay, so it means that these two employees reported to this person. Okay, and this person is the main boss, in which all the these two employees will be reported to. Okay, they will go and report to the boss. And when we talk about unity of command, it will involve with the authority. Authority is very important because it's the rights. Okay, for them to make decision, to give direction, and all the uh, uh, all the all the instruction from the top. Okay, and then the word responsibility means that to perform task or activity an employee has been assigned. You are responsible to your work, you're responsible to your job scope. Okay, so usually responsible have been assigned by a person who have the authority to do that. Okay, and then when we talk about accountability, easy to remember, accountability is the authority plus the responsibility. Okay, And for organization to function well, everyone needs to know what they are accountable for. They know what are the responsibility. They know what are their limits. Okay. So when everybody in the organization knows, so the more effective or the more efficient the organization gonna be. Okay. Okay, delegates. When we talk about delegation, it's used to transfer authority, to give responsibility. Okay, so that the other employees can make decision. Okay, they can make decision. So the decision process is going to be faster. Instead of waiting one person to make decision, so they delegates the responsibility, delegates the authority to other employees. Okay, when we talk about span of control, it's the number of employees reporting to supervisor. Sometimes they have one supervisor and like 50 of employees, okay? And sometimes they have 3 supervisors and smaller pool of employees. So it depends. Is it you want a larger span of control or you want a smaller span of control? Okay? Less supervision involvement means that you have a larger span of control. It can be done when the work performed under the supervisor is stable and routine. So they have been the work or the employee have been assigned to the work many times and they are familiar with the process. Okay, and subordinates or the employees under the supervisor have similar tasks. So everybody have almost similar tasks and easy to monitor. And then usually in a single location, if you have you have to monitor. If the company decide to have one supervisor for a few locations, it's going to be a bit hassle because the supervisor have to go from each location to monitor. Okay, and then the workers or the employees under the supervisor must be highly trained and they can work independently. Okay, so it's going to be easy if to have a less supervisor if everyone is well trained and they are independent in doing the work. Okay, and then I think I have to move this a bit. Okay, and then the last one is rules and procedures defining the tasks are available. So if the employees have facing problems, so they can read from the SOP to help them to resolve the problem. Okay. So in span of control, there's two types, whether you go for tall or you go for flat structure. Okay. Okay, the first one is a tall structure. This is a common one. Okay, tall structure. It in the word that link to tall structure is the centralization or unity of command. Okay, so decision authority is located on top of the organization. So he usually make the decision. Okay, so all the supervisors reported to this person so that he can make decision. Centralization. Okay, this is the common one. But the other one is the flat structure. Okay, flat structure, it involves lots of delegation. Okay, means that the for this case is the owner. Okay, he delegate the responsibility. He delegate the authority to the supervisor or to the staff in under his supervision. Okay, so decentralize means that push decision authority is pushed down to lower level organization. And what are the benefit of having flat? The important thing is that relieve the burden of top manager. So the manager don't have to make all the decision. Okay, maybe some simple and lower risk decision can be made by the supervisor under him. Okay, and then make greater use of the employee's skill and abilities. Okay, some of the supervisor must can use the skill that he has. Okay, maybe in the planning or in the controlling stuff, so it can help to make faster decision. Okay, and then ensure that decision are made close to the action and rapid response. Okay, that's very important. So if they apply the flat structure, so the process of making decision will get shorter and the work will be done in a faster way. Okay, Okay, however, we need to look at the current condition of the organization, whether flat or tall structure is suitable. For example, if sometimes the company is not in good condition, let's say the company have a crisis or risk of failure, so they need to have a centralized. Okay, must have a tall structure. Okay, let's look at the question related to the organization topic. So, list two benefit of having job delegation. So, it involves with the decentralization. So, this slide will answer the question. Okay. The easy one is a very rapid or fast decision making. Right. Second one is the workers, okay, or the supervisor will have more authorities and they will feel they are appreciated by the boss, okay, the top management. And then the next question is briefly define responsibility. So responsibility is to perform the task, activity an employee has been assigned to. Okay, it's the definition. If you cannot remember, you just give an example. Okay, example of responsibility in the organization. Okay, the next question is define authority. So define authority is the formal and legitimate rights. If you cannot remember, you can give example like the manager have the authority to make decision, the authority to allocate resources, okay, the authority to give direction. Okay. And then the second part is the list two types of structure in span control. So we know that there's two. The first one is tall structure, involved with the word centralization, and the other one is flex structure, in which involved with the delegation. So both have pro and cons. So flex, it depends on the situation of the organization. Sometimes it's better to have tall structure, and sometimes it's better to have flat structure. Okay, I hope you understand for this topic. So I see you later. Thank you.